Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an exciting video. I say that every single time. Please forgive me. But today I'm going to be showing you the look that I'm going to be doing for Valentine's Day this year. I know this is a couple weeks early, but everybody releases their Valentine's videos like the week before. And I want to give you time to order the makeup if you want to, practice, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to be using the Kathleen Dream Street palette for this look. I know I just did one for New Year's, but I love the rose golds and I've been doing this rose gold look so much lately. So I wanted to recreate it. I think that it's a nice warm but neutral look for Valentine's Day. I don't think it's too overdone. I think it's feminine. I think it's pretty. I am just loving this look. So I hope that you love it too. Please subscribe if you would like to see more makeup looks from me, as well as some lifestyle videos and me stumbling over my words way too much. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the video. Good morning. I probably did a proper intro, at least I hope I did, in case I forget. But today we are going to be using the Dream Street palette by Kathleen to create a really pretty rose gold eye look. I've been doing this so many times and everything over vacation and just at home for date night and different things like that. So I wanted to go ahead and film it for Valentine's Day because I feel like it'd be perfect. But basically we're just using this rose gold shade, a little bit of a copper next to it, this in the inner corners, and then we're going to be using those transition shades, this red and this reddy brown with a purple undertone kind of. So that is what we are going to be doing today. I know that was a lot of information really quick, but you will see me talk you through it and everything. Excuse the get up today. I'm still in my Give Me Coffee Now shirt because I haven't had coffee yet. But I'm going to be sipping on it as we go, rest assured. And we are going to get through this video, and then I'm going to film a haul for you, which I'm very excited for the haul. So yeah, please enjoy, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Alright, we are back. So I am really excited for this makeup look. I wore it on my vacation that I was just on to Florida. So I loved how it turned out. I was wearing it a little bit before then too. I wore it for New Year's too. So I've gotten a pretty good wear out of this palette so far. It's definitely worth the money. I highly recommend it. The shadows are powdery, but they do blend like a dream, and they're just amazing shadows. I'm a fan of Colourpop, like, to be honest. Like, I'm definitely a fan. Like, to me, Colourpop does everything right when it comes to shadows, when it comes to just makeup in general. Like, their lip products are really good. I don't like their ultra matte lips, but everything else I am a fan of. So, and I love I haven't tried any of their powder like highlighters or bronzers or blushes, but I'm sure that they're really good. So I am excited to try those going forward. But I am going to go in with a blending brush. This is the Morphe 511. It's just a big fat blending brush. And I'm going to go in with my first shade. And I'm going to take this peach shade right here, put a little bit on my brush, tap it off because, like I said, it is super powdery. And we're going to take this into the high crease just to start laying down some color. So it is the end of January right now when I'm filming this. And Nathan and I just got back from our anniversary vacation. It was a ton of fun. We had the best time. It was freezing cold because Florida was having like a cold spell when we went, of course. And then the week after and the week before it was like 70 or 80 degrees. But the week that we happened to go, it was in like the 50s. The whole time, but it was still fun. And I mean, we had snow days here in Lynchburg, so it was still like better be there than here, that type of thing. And it was like a new place, and I just love exploring new places with Nathan and everything. So it was a lot of fun. But forget where I was going with the sentence. totally forgot. Oh, I hauled a bunch of items from that trip, and from like leading up to that trip, and then when we got home and everything. So I wanted to definitely do a haul. So that's what I'm doing my makeup for, so I can show you this Valentine's Day look and then do that haul. But this was the main point of me starting out on this babbling tangent. I feel like Valentine's Day is like a big deal to a lot of people, but for me and Nathan, it just kind of gets overlooked because our anniversary is in January. It's on January 14th. So we plan on going on a trip every year. So this is our first anniversary. So obviously we didn't go on a trip, but we spent a lot of our money on that trip. And so we don't do much for Valentine's Day. Last year we got a dog on Valentine's Day. Super random, but we got Macy Girl on Valentine's Day last year. So we're probably going to celebrate her birthday this year and everything like that. But yeah, we don't do a whole lot. So, I mean, we might go get Mexican food. That's about it this year. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even tell you what I was doing. I'm going into the brown shade right here on the same fluffy brush, and I'm just working this directly into my crease instead of above, if that makes sense. But any hoozles. I've been super impressed with this Colourpop palette. I was waiting for Kathleen to come out with something like this, and I'm so glad she did. So glad. Because I am obsessed with this, and then the Tarte Toasted. Like, I have been using those two like non-stop. Like, those are the only two eyeshadow palettes I've been using lately. For a while I was hooked on Modern Renaissance and my Jaclyn Hill palette, but I've just been in a rut with these two for sure. And I didn't get to do a best of beauty video because I didn't film it before I left, and then we left on our vacation, and then life just got away from me, so sorry about that. But I'll probably do like a January favorites and everything like that. My cat is begging for food, if you can hear her. And now I'm just taking that same brown shade and I'm starting to build it in my outer V, just to lay down the base for the next color we're going to be going in with. I feel like the lighting keeps switching here and it's driving me crazy. Like crazy. I just don't know how to adjust it. But right now I'm going to take this Morphe brush. This is the Morphe. I think I'm good now. I had to reposition my camera, but I'm going to go ahead and go into this Morphe 433 brush, and I'm going to pick up this red shade. Tap off the excess once again. That's super important with Colourpop shadows, like uber important. They're very similar to Anastasia in that way. And what I'm going to do is just start patting this in to the outer V, like so. And then what I do is actually start to blend it into the outer V. Like so. Do the same thing a couple times. See, those shadows literally blend like a dream. I love it. I'm going to do the other thing on the other side. The same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to go back in with my one that I used before, my blending brush that I used before, and just run it over everything with no extra product on it. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this pink shade, just right here, and we're going to put that on the outer V as well, just add a little bit more pink. Get the rose and rose gold going. Those shades are so pigmented. Goodness, make sure you knock them off like I said. Alright, so then go back into that same shade and just blend out the edges. Alright, so now we have a pretty good base going on. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a flat brush. And I'm going to start packing on that rose gold shade. And you have tons of fallouts, so definitely do your eyes first like I am doing, just so you're able to avoid ruining your foundation, because that is no fun. But the shade I'm going to be using is this beautiful rose gold color that's very well dug into. If they sold this in a single, I would get it in a heartbeat, so I hope they do release it in a single. It is called Shooting Star, I believe. So it is gorgeous. I am so obsessed with it, so please release this in a single Colourpop. I'm so obsessed with it. See, look at that. Oh my gosh. Shade is literally stunning. And then on the other side. Alright, so that is done. Now what I'm going to do is go back in with this same Morphe 433. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the two shades that we use, these two, mix them together, and just help blend out where the shimmer and the mattes meet together on the outside, outer edge. Yeah, just like that. Just very light hand. And then I'm going to go in with that same 433 brush and that dark shade. And I'm going to take the tiniest bit of this dark brown shade, like the tiniest bit. And I am going to put that as close to the lash line as I can on the outer corner, just to add a tiny bit of depth. There we go. So that is so far the look. I'm going to actually wipe off that flat definer brush we used because I don't have another one in front of me because I'm ratchet. And I'm going to go in with my brow bone color. And the brow bone color I'm going to use is this one right here, which is Elfish. It's a nice satin shade. I love it. You probably shouldn't put your brush in as hard as I am into these shades, but it's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Kat Von D Tattoo liner. And I can't talk during this, so sorry. Cool. Alright, so I've got a basic line on both sides. I struggle so much with eyeliner, it's crazy. Does anybody else, or am I the only one? But anyway, I'm going to go in with my lash curlers. These are by Tweezerman. I like them. I think that there's probably better out there. I just haven't taken the time to try to find them, if that makes sense, or spend the money on them. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara of the moment, which is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. It is bougie. It is expensive. It's $26, but nothing else coats my lashes like this does. See, I mean, this is just the most stunning mascara. Like, I love it. Love it. But we are going to go in with falsies because this is Valentine's Day we're talking about here. So I am going to wear some falsies. And the ones I'm going to wear are by Christina. They're the Wisp lashes. I will link them below. I don't feel like getting out the unused pairs because they're like all the way in a drawer, like underneath my camera, and that just seems like a bad idea after me trying forever to set up this camera. Alright, so eyeliner is officially done. So our lashes, we're going to move on to eyebrows. I know that took forever, but this is going to be your Valentine's Day date makeup, so it's going to take forever. That's what it just comes down to. But I'm using the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. This is their Precision Brow, yeah, Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. And I'm just going to start sketching out my brows, and then we'll go back in with a gel at the end. I like to do my brows first in case I go too hard. I can clean them up with foundation. Alright, brows are on. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put on some primer. The primer I'm going to use, I'm going to zoom you out actually. Yeah, that's good. Go up to the sun. There we go. Alright, the primer I'm going to be using is the Nivea Post-Men's Shave Balm, just because, sorry, this works the best for me when it comes to keeping my foundation on the longest. It's just very sticky, and it's good for oily skin. So I'm going to go ahead and warm that up in my hands. And I use the one for sensitive skin. And I'm going to put this on my face. And my face is going to turn beet red as usual, because whenever you rub your face, it turns red. Alright, so that is done. Now we're going to go in with our foundation. The foundation I have been using and loving, like absolutely loving, is the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. So I'm going to take some of that on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to dot it on my face, and we're going to go in and work with this baby. I wore this all of my vacation, and it's just such a pretty foundation. And like applied with this L'Oreal sponge, it is a dream. So I'm going to start with this side of my face. Alright, this is one side of my face, that's the other. So it's awesome. I love it. Now I'm going to go in with the other side. I use about 3 pumps on each side of my face, which might be excessive, but I like full coverage. So, like when I'm doing glam like this, like in a normal everyday basis, I just use my MAC Studio Fix powder and some concealer. So I don't do full coverage like all the time, but when I'm going hardcore glam, like obviously you're going to want full coverage when you're going glam. Well, I guess not everybody, but in my opinion, I want full coverage when I'm going glam like this. I feel like you kind of look crazy when you put on foundation and you're missing concealer, like because your under eyes are just like out to hang out. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and go in with none other than Tarte Shape Tape, just like every other beauty guru on the internet. I feel like this video is going to be forever long, and I don't even care. Like, I don't care. Just don't. This year, I'm going to come out with a lot of content. At least I'm hoping to come out with a lot of content. Obviously, life happens, but part of my content is going to be like, if it takes me 30 minutes to put on my makeup, I'm going to show you a good bit of that 30 minutes, you know? Especially in talk through videos like this one. Because, like, I used to get so discouraged watching some beauty gurus because it seems like their makeup would be done in like 10 minutes and they did it effortlessly. I want you to be able to see everything that I struggle to do, because I struggle with eyeliner, I struggle with false lashes, I struggle with contouring my face. Like all those different things that we all struggle with. Like, I don't have perfect makeup days all the time, you know? And I just really want to portray that makeup as something that everybody can do. You just gotta practice. You just gotta try. You gotta put yourself out there, just like with anything in life. So that is my goal. Alright, now that we are sufficiently blended, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Mercier translucent powder, which is my favorite translucent powder. Always has been, always will be. Nothing will compare to this. Although I've heard the La Mer powder is better, which is $100 a thing. So I don't think I'll ever try that unless I like win the lottery. But I heard that one's better. So maybe there is something better, but nothing I can afford. I wonder what time it is. I haven't checked the time in forever. This has been like the longest filming day ever. Like I feel like I've spent like an hour on my makeup already. One thing I like to do with my makeup as well is, I think my husband's home, but I like to take my powder brush with some excess powder and just go over the edges of my eyebrows and my eyeshadow, just to kind of blend out the edges, if that makes sense. So that's what I did there. But I think I'm going to go ahead and finish off the eyes. So I'm going to zoom you in, and then we will finish off the face. Alright, so I got distracted by my husband. I'm going to go in back with the palette, and we're not going to put pink underneath our lash line just because I think that's a little bit too much and everything. But what I'm going to do is take a mixture of these two and just buff them underneath, and then we'll go in with a more precise brush and take this brown shade and just kind of smudge it on the outer corners. So that's what the plan is. But first, I'm going to go ahead and take this E36 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and go in with my inner corner shade. I feel like I'm not in focus. There we go. Which is going to be this one right here, which is Spark. I'm going to get some of that on my brush, and I'm just going to pop this in the inner corners. This is a stunning inner corner highlight. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and go in with mixture of these two shades, which are, I didn't tell you this earlier, but Stardust and Twinkle are the name of the shades. And we're going to buff those underneath our lash line. Alright, perfect. And now we're going to go in with those flat definer brush. This is by Morphe. This is the M165. And we're going to go ahead and go into this brown shade right here. And we're going to press this on the outer corner as close as we can to the lash line. Like so. Just like that. And then we're going to take the same E36 and blend it out with and I do this a couple times till it's up to the intensity that I want. Alright, and that pretty much is the end of the lower lash line. I'm just going to keep it really simple like that. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with a brown eyeliner. And the brown eyeliner I'm using is the NYX. I feel like I can't read this packaging ever because it's like brown with black writing. But it's the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, Definitely, and Turn On liner. Alright, and that is done. I feel like that just like made such a big difference in my eyes. It's crazy. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with some mascara. Once again, the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. Alright, and that is the finished eye look. I love how this turned out. I feel like it's very sultry, sexy, warm for Valentine's Day. I'm going to zoom you out so I can finish the face. Alright, time to do the face. But first, a coffee break. I'm going to start out with setting my eyebrows just because they're driving me crazy. I'm using the e.l.f. Eyebrow Gel in Light. This is like it doesn't say the actual full name on it, but I'm pretty sure this is like the Barely There eyebrow gel or something to that extent. But it's got the weirdest wand, but I actually really love the gel, so. There we go. That is done. I feel like brow gel just makes such a big difference. And then I'm going to go ahead and start off by contouring my face. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild contouring palette. This is in the shade Caramel Toffee. So I'm going to be using this shade on my cheeks. And we're actually going to go in with something a little bit different. I'm going to take the same brush by Morphe. I'm going to try to pack it on and see how that works. I've never tried this before, but we'll see. That might not have been the best look. It looks fine once it's blended out though. We'll see. We'll see. This might be good for cream contour though. Like this brush. Actually, that worked pretty well. I think it like set down my contour pretty well once I blended it out with this brush. Maybe that wasn't a bad idea. Alright, so contour is down. Jury's out and if I actually liked that method or not. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Real Techniques brush, which I've been loving. And my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, because I literally don't use anything else, like, ever. Oh my gosh, just give me all the tan, please. Alright, now that we are all bronzed up, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my highlight, and I'm going to be mixing two today. I wanted to keep with the rose gold vibe, so I want to put down first this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. So it's a pretty like rose gold highlight, so I'm going to put that down first, but it's a little bit too dark for me, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit of this Casey Holmes Smashbox palette. And I'm just going to take the two shades right here and go over it with those as well. Cool, that is done. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my favorite blush brush, which is the Morphe E4. And my favorite blush of all time, which is the CoverGirl True Blend brush. I can't say this blush. It's my favorite. I literally cannot say it. I try and try and try, and I cannot get the name down, like at all. But it is the CoverGirl True Blend Blush in shade Medium Rose. And then I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier powder. And I'm going to go ahead and bake underneath that contour. Very sloppily, because that's how I do things. And I'm going to let that sit for a minute while we work on the lips. So, for our lip today, I'm going to go in with I had to get the foundation on my lips. A liquid lipstick and then a gloss over top. Ugh. So the liquid lipstick I'm going to be using is Pure Hollywood by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then on top, I'm going to use MAC's Lip Glass in Oyster Girl. This might be a little bit too pink for what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can go in with a little bit of Ashton, which is also by Anastasia. It's like a brownie nude. Let's see if I can mix those together. Yeah, that turned out a lot better. I like that. So that was Pure Hollywood and Ashton mixed together. And then I'm going to put a little bit of MAC's Oyster Girl gloss in the middle. I love this gloss so much. Look at that. Yeah, that is literally the most stunning lip gloss in the entire world. I'm convinced. I am convinced. But I'm going to go ahead and wipe off this bake and then go ahead and do my hair off camera, and I will be back for the finished look. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I did my hair and then I put on a couple pieces of jewelry, so I'll just go over where the jewelry is from so I don't have to write it in the description box. I'll probably try to link it as well, but anyway, if I don't get around to it because I'm pretty busy this week. This barred necklace, this layered barred necklace is from Francesca's, and so are the earrings. The earrings are about a year old, so I'm not sure if you'll find them, but the necklace is for sure on the website. And then this really cute tie sleeve lace number, this blush top is from Forever 21. It was like $12, so it's a really good deal. And then you obviously saw where all my makeup was from, and then I just curled my hair with my curling iron from Hot Tools, which I've shown in some of my other Get Ready With Me's. I do have like doing my hair in those other videos, and I do it the exact same way every single time, so definitely check those out. But I'm so glad that you watched this video and hung out with me and kind of saw a little bit of what was going on and saw the look that I'm going to be doing for Valentine's Day. I hope that you love this look. I hope that you loved me using the Dream Street palette. I am forever obsessed with this palette. I think Kathleen did such an amazing job with this palette, so I love it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!